Hello everyone, another very interesting leak on the Pipeline channel on Discord. Unbreakable dynamics, radar changes in 4.7 subject to change again. This is an Evocati PTU build, please keep this in mind, this might not go to life like this. And even if this goes to life, there will be a lot of changes in the many years to come. At the moment, you cannot switch radars on ships, but unlike live, where all ships come stock with grade A radars and flat behavior, there are not expected to be significant differences between radars, especially across sizes, such as aim assist, strength, and range. Note that this is stock radar behavior and is expected to change with upgrades. The most important factor is ranges for pips and precision mode assist have been dramatically reduced across all radars. Light and medium fighters with size 1 radars will only see pips to around 1 km, well under half of life. Size 2 radars, such as on heavy fighters, extend to about 1.8 km. Yeah, looks like CRG wants us to fight in melee range. This started with master mode in 3.23. Then in between we had very short weapon ranges, which might come again, and now we have very short radar ranges. My guess? CIG knows the old and obsolete engine, the terrible netcode, the terrible servers, even after we got the first iteration of static server meshing in January 2025, cannot deal with ship combat at normal speeds and normal ranges. We still have massive interaction delays and do things. Heck, we have do things of players and NPCs at walking speeds. CRG's solution to this mess seems to be, let's fight at melee range. If I would hazard a guess, this is just the beginning. They will reduce combat speeds and combat distances a lot more in the future. Size 3 radars appear to also range to 1.8 km instead of further at the moment, but the result is that combat ranges are significantly reduced. Dogfighting will be much tighter, with fighters unable to kite larger ships at maximum range. Instead, needing to fight in a more dangerous space if they wish to have pip assist, use precision mode. Point defense cannons also only engage at a range of pips. Since we got master mode in 3.23, I hardly play the game anymore, and now we got this. If you want to make a melee game, why not make a melee game, Chris? Why do you pretend to make a space game? Radars now can also take much more power than simply being switched on. In notes, this is described as increasing aim assist and range. It's not entirely clear what impact this has at the moment. Increasing or decreasing power did not have a noted impact on range or pip spread, tightness to target. Tab scans now will finally reveal names instead of serials, as well as cross-sections out to a greater range. Cross-sections are no longer passively picked up without a scan wave, so ships in a disabled state must be actively pinged for. Alongside armor, this will be one to watch for major changes before life, as similar to that, this is a huge combat shake-up. And again, CRG might just test something, this might not go to life like that. Clarification to the above posts make it seem as though S3 radars do not gain targeting range over S2s. This is not correct. S3 radars should be able to see from roughly 2 to 2.8 km when fully powered, based on Zeus ES, which has an S3. Okay, even the S3 radars can only see targets at 2.8 km. Are you for real, Chris? What are you doing? Is this a joke? And what about missiles? Even size 1 missiles have a minimum range of 1,700 meters. If this goes to life, do we even need stealth? I guess every ship has now stealth. Each pip of power seems to increase radar range by approximately 100 meters. This scales across sizes of radars, notably as larger sizes can take more pips as well as types, stealth, military, civilian, etc. Further testing needed to confirm what the impact is of different types power upon the aim assist. We are near 14, CRG is at over $1 billion in funding, and they are still throwing spaghetti at walls and check what sticks. This is unbelievable incompetent. Core systems like ship combat should be nailed down in year 2 or 3. And what does this tell us about Squadron 42 is feature complete in 2023?
As you may have guessed, and Brian Chambers may have let slip a bit earlier, we are feature complete on Squadron 42.
I like the changes to armor, see yesterday's video, but there need to be a lot more fine-tuning and balancing. I don't like these changes to combat ranges. I don't like to fight in melee range in a space game. If I want to fight in melee range, I just play in fantasy RPG or solo game. If this goes to life, I will have even less reasons to even start Star Citizen. I don't want Star Citizen to fail. I want it to become a fantastic game and a huge success. I spend a lot of money on Star Citizen. I am way past concierge. But what CRG does is just pathetic. Year 14, CRG still doesn't have a concept, doesn't have a plan, does not think in advance, and does not think things through. There's only so much spaghetti you can throw at walls, Chris. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. And now we have Flickr self-destructing a hoverboard at a caterpillar. Let's see if the caterpillar gets destroyed. Okay, Flickr, it's your show. I hope that Flickr can make it.
Self-destruct activated.
I hope that Flickr can make it. Okay, I can catch up to the caterpillar. Okay, I see a landing gear. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.